Leo, dealing with a Leo, wherever you've got Leo in your chart, cross watcher, whatever brought you here, there is a message here for you. So open your heart to receive in this general reading for the energy of Leo for 18 till 25 March with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. My nose is itching, and when my nose is itching, I can tell you for a fact that there are big messages here for you. All right, so let's jump right into it. Myself and my spiritual team, we're going to take a look at your recent past, current energy, future going forward, clarify, and end off with a powerful message from the universe for you, my beautiful Leos. So make sure that you stay with this reading from beginning to the end. I'm quite interested to see what's coming through in your reading, because your reading last week was a mouthful. It was really a mouthful. So let's see what we have. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Judgment energy, and the Chariot energy. All right, so that is really starting with quite a mouthful as well. All right, so it's almost, I can almost say, yet another mouthful. All right, Queen of Swords. So I can really see, Leo, that you had to really put your foot down. You had to be really decisive about things. It's almost like maybe in some cases you had to be a little bit of the bad guy. You had to really sort of decide what's going to be, how it's going to be, sort of like what is what. You know, there is definitely something that you have to take. You have to really sort of like step in and take control of things here for a minute. And there are certain releases that needed to take place. Now, Leo, you may have been a little bit relaxed here about the situation. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It can be something in life. In actual fact, I don't feel it being so much with a romantic connection. And it could just be that you maybe needed to sort of like just lay down the law a little bit. All right, you definitely needed to sort of like lay down the law there. It was very necessary at some point there to lay down the law, to say this is how it is, this is how we're going to go forward. That is no longer going to happen. Things may have been a little bit sort of like, I won't say lackadaisy, but kind of like, let's see how it goes. Maybe been playing things, you know, by ear sort of, but there for a while, my beautiful Leos. But you really have to decide, okay, we're not going to do it like this anymore. We're going to do things like this now going forward. Okay? And also really, really beautiful there with the Chariot energy. I see that what happened is you may have been very exhausted and very drained, my beautiful Leos, without actually being that consciously aware of it. You know, you may have been the one that was putting out all sorts of fires and taking care of everything, and whoever needs whatever, they call upon you. Everybody presses on your button. So it might have been like that for quite some time there. And I feel that you just really had to put your foot down. You know, you had no other choice but to put your foot down, but to sort of say, this is how things going to go, that is how things going to go. And then I can see that you went into a more calmer flow in your life again, in that flow that you'd like to be, your beautiful, joyous, jovial self, you know? Because I mean, your energy is the sun. You literally, that energy you're representing, that energy closest aligned to that life-giving energy. And that is why you can always see the greatest potential in other people, you know, and inspire them to sort of like express their greatest potential, because the sun is life-giving and life-sustaining, and that is your energy, all right? And I can see that you got a bit of, you know, a nice sigh of relief. And my beautiful, beautiful Leos, if you are open to your life getting better going forward, if you are open to the universal sources, you know, and forces working to your benefit, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say yes to it, all right? In the comments, let me know where in the world we are connecting from. Where are you on this beautiful, beautiful planet? Now, the thing about life is, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, is that sometimes old habits take long to die. Old habits taking long to die, you know? With the 8 of Wands over there, the Page of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So this is something that you want to be looking out for this week. Sorry, is that delegation is quite important over here. Making clear to people what it is that you need. Be careful of micromanaging people. All right, be careful of micromanaging your partner, micromanaging whatever it is that you're involved with here, trying to micromanage the universe. And it's only a Leo that has got this level of bravado, you know. And I think this is one of those spaces where I would normally refer to let God be God. Let the universe be the universe. Let the creative forces do their thing, all right? I feel that maybe it's time for you to take a break, to kind of get out of the way, all right, to let life be life. It's time to take a little bit of a break here for you, my beautiful Leos, to get more in closer contact with your heart, So if you have been very, very busy and you've been running from pillar to post and could hardly catch your breath and stuff like that, you may have really gotten into that space of like, I need to take control of this and I need to take control of that and I need to get my fingers on this and this and that. And if I do that, then everything's going to work out well. So you may have gotten into such a space where success was, in a sense, so dependent on you kind of, being so constantly present and almost having to micromanage, having no choice but to do it, that, it might have become a habit of sorts, which you may not even have realized so much. But it starts to catch up with a person, and that is why those releases needed to take place, There is a time to carry people, and there's a time to just say, you know what, I'm sorry, it's time for us to go in a separate directions. And I see that you've done that, and now it's time for you to spend some more time within yourself. Okay, be mindful of people wanting to be drama to your daughters this week. All right, people who are determined to sort of like, how do I say this? Like you were a certain way before, and people who basically determined to judge you on who you were before, what you've done before, not really committed that you're changing, trying to come to you with the same sort of old, like the same old cheap tricks. Okay, so I definitely see that for you very strongly there. The same old cheap tricks, the same sort of things, trying the same thing. Be very mindful of not falling into that. All right, there is a lot of little storms in teacups that are brought to your door. And yes, maybe, it is a space where people used to bring things and you would be the one that resolves everything. So it might take a little while for people to get there and now to take care of their own stuff, basically. But be careful of falling back into it, okay? And I feel that maybe saying nothing is better, because even trying to explain things or defend yourself or say where you're at, it's actually a way of sort of tapping into that energy, because there are individuals here, a specific energy, possibly a bigger group, bigger dynamic, that is just they are committed to misquoting you. Let them. Let them. Fuck them. Energy going forward. The World, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. I'm actually quite happy to see that, because I was getting a little bit concerned in what direction this energy might be heading for you. All right, so you've got a beautiful world there. So there's a cycle that's ending, that's completing. So don't worry about too much of the challenges that you are experiencing this week. And even if it does so happen that you do maybe get involved in a familiar pattern again, get involved in other people's drama and stuff like that, I do see it being quite difficult to sort of not get involved in it, in a sense. But rest assured that this whole cycle's coming to an end, my beautiful Leo. You're going to a whole new space. There's wonderful new things for you to look forward to. And you may feel a little bit going forward, you're not quite sure what direction to take. And a good thing for you to when you are feeling sort of like, conflicted and contradicted and contrived and maybe even a bit lost, like you're in the lost and found box. A very good thing for you to maybe do, Leo, is to become quiet, is to journal a bit, is to look at your life and to see how far you've actually already come. And to also reflect back on what was your initial goal when you started, because I feel that you've already reached your goal a long time ago. But sometimes we forget that, because, we get to the stage where we want to be, and there's new stuff, and new stuff. Okay? Queen of Pentacles with the energy going forward. It's like your hard work is finally paying off. I also see you, getting some sort of like profit, some, benefit coming to you. And I actually see you reinvesting it in new growth. And I see that being a very good thing for you. Okay. Open to that. Place your hand on your heart. Say yes to it. All right. Okay. Looking forward to your comments. Please remember to keep the comments clean and respectful. Okay. Let's clarify that recent past energy for you. So clarifying the Queen of Swords, the Justice energy, and the Chariot energy, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. What is it that you need to know? What is it you understand? What is it you need to be aware of? So the Five of Swords, the Empress energy, the Two of Swords. Aha! You were dreaming too small. And it's not like a judgment, anything like that. It's just that sometimes we don't realize that there's more and bigger that's available to us. So you've had all sorts of problems, maybe because you were dreaming a little bit too small, so you were investing too small in yourself. But then you awaken to the realization of the dream, of your own potential there with the Empress Venus energy, which is all about abundance, which is also about all those creative forces of the universe that is working to your benefit behind the scenes, and at the right time you are drawn in. And you might have been drawn in there and you were like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? So you might have been feeling quite lost there for a minute. But I also see that a lot of the things, the challenges, the very contrived feelings and things that were coming your way, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, it came your way because you were ready for new, you were ready for more. And so it's almost like you didn't know, should I do that, should I do that, should I try this, should I try that? So you may have been trying to create things from what is familiar to you, whilst you were actually ready for more and for new, okay, for great expansion. Let's look at your current space. Look at that beautifully coming into your own energy there. With the strength energy, Leo energy, 4 of Cups, your energy. So beautifully there, beautiful balance there with your beautiful person, Queen of Swords, all right? So you're in the space where you're starting to come into your energy, into your light. And this is wonderful to see because a lot of the world is here at the moment. Not all of the world, but a lot of the world is here. And you're really coming into your light, into your shine. And so again, you don't have to try so hard to make it happen. This is more of a space where you want to allow it to happen. And just because you don't feel like the main peanut in the pack all day, every day, doesn't mean that you are not on the right path and in the right flow. All right, there is a lot that has been released from you. You are still dealing with some of the sort of like the remnants of all of that. So everything is not fully cleared out yet and fully balanced yet. And you are growing into your own space, but give yourself some time. Imagine this almost as a space of somebody that maybe had like some eye surgery done, some retina surgery done, and now you're having to wear these sunglasses. So you can see the light, but you can't take the glasses off yet because you are still in those final stages of healing. So there is discomfort that is present in your life, but it is a good sort of discomfort. It's a winning sort of discomfort. It's not a losing sort of discomfort. All right. And I see beautiful balance there for you, for life, for love, for just those things that sometimes in life. You're at a space and you look at your life and you're just happy and you're just fulfilled and you just feel everything feels good and blessed. There is a space that I feel you're moving into, and be appreciative for the small things that are going right. All right? Don't try to focus too hard on the things that are not going right, because those are all sort of passing problems. All right? Facing each other out. And be open there with the Queen of Swords to a new future, a better serving future. There's a lot of wisdom that is awakening within you, like that has been laying dormant for generations within your pathology. There's a lot of wisdom that's coming about there for you with the Crow. You are really, it's like you are beginning to see the patterns of the world around you. You see the toxicity of it, and because you care so much, Leo, it's so easy for you to fall into it. But something to actually realize that, and it might be a little bit of a rude awakening, that the world is not as amazing and focused and balanced as awakened as you may have thought it would be. But if you realize that and you notice that, it might mean that the solution that people are praying for and asking for and hoping for and wishing for is you. Okay. Let's see the energy going forward. So you've got the Hangman energy, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Don't even try to make things work. Just hand over to Source. Say to Source, Source, this is the desires of my heart. And Source will show you how to let it happen. Literally, that simple, that easy for you. Okay. Let's look at a direct message from the universe for you, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to be aware of? What is it you need to understand? Spirit guides and guardian angels, holy guardian angel of Leo, please guide my hands. What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to be aware of? This card just popped around. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So take it back to basics. Okay? Take it back to basics, my beautiful, beautiful Leo. All right? You don't have to create anything new. You may have been lost there on your path a little, but it's fine. Just retake the journey. It's like a spider over there with the spider web. You break a spider web, they build a new one. Okay? And you build a better one. So don't think of redoing things as failing. Think of it as you have learned on a whole platform and now you're ready to do it new, better, and more. Okay? Look at what is at the bottom of this deck, Four of Wands. Ready for high-level commitment, ready for new, ready to be in this life that you really like and love and appreciate. All right? And there will be some fears, there will be some growing pains. Yes, definitely there will. But also don't stop going. Because there with the Ace of Pentacles, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. There is a divine breakthrough here for you, a divine opportunity. Right person mentioning to the right person. You know, right thing coming knocking on your door. All right? So there's drama knocking on your door, but there's also great potential knocking on your door. Which are you going to open for? Okay? Which are you saying yes to? All right. So, sorry, that's what I have for you, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. I hope that it helps. If any of you are interested in learning how to read cards, in expanding your own, psychic connection, your own psychic ability, then you might want to take a look at the links for my online courses in the description. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. Namaste.